Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Review Season 10, the back-to-back special. I'm in a fucking casino right now. Guys, I've told y'all, I'm a gambler. And as a gambler needs to know is, am I going to get my money back? Am I going to go in debt? Am I going to sell my car? Am I going to sell everything that I own? Well, we're going to find out today, but welcome to the show. Right now, I'm just outside of the casino right now. If you can, hear what's going on out there, you probably can't. But I'm going to tell y'all this right now. I'm very excited to do this episode because guess what? We have Charli XCX. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I have listened to this album probably 4 or 5 times. And for the final episode I've listened to this project probably 4 or 5 times. And one of the things that I really enjoy about this project and this whole album that, it's not what I thought it could have been. This isn't a pop cash grab. This album isn't a cash grab. And I enjoy that, I'm glad that every single track here has something to it. And one of the things that I also enjoy too is that there's a whole lot of beat switches here, a lot of different production sounds, a lot of different genres or sounds baked into this project, and we're gonna go over everything, guys. But before we get started, this is the final episode of the back-to-back special. This marathon has been one of the best, one of the most successful probably marathons we've done on this show. And I'm going to be honest, guys, I really didn't want to end it here, but we got to finally end it. I can't keep this up. To be honest with y'all, I can't keep this up. And now, let's finish this off with a classic, or I guess, the third or second album review that we've done. Now, I've dropped a Rod Wave review, and, look, we're not going to talk about any of that stuff. Let's just stick on topic here. Charli XCX. As outside right now, as I just got done, I might take a couple of breaks, go do some slots, go do some stuff, I might take a couple of breaks in this, but we're going to focus up and talk about this album. Starting off with my expectations and my first impressions. What was I going into this project and stuff like that? Guys, going into this project, I just thought, maybe there would be, I thought there was maybe going to just be more features. I didn't really think that each song would individually have something new to it, have something, original baked into it, have something crazy into it, whether that's a beat switch up, instrumental change, or a really good feature verse that's, really turns the whole song around. There's a lot of different elements here that I really gosh darn dang enjoy. Now, guys, I didn't really know that each song was honestly going to be completely a different new song. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be something like that, but, in my mind, I was thinking, is it going to be something like that? And, I'm very happy with it. A lot of the discourse when this first album dropped, because I was reading it all when it was trending and stuff like that, a lot of people were wondering, why is this sounds completely different? And it kind of makes me laugh because, did you read the title? Are you just a fucking idiot? And I'm going to be honest with y'all, seeing those, reactions on Twitter or whatever, I was laughing my ass off because I was like, did you read the title? But yeah, I really went into this album just thinking this is going to be a banger. And this album absolutely did not disappoint. So let's get this started, guys. Charli XCX, Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat. I'm going to do 3 points overall how I feel about the album. Starting off with my first point, I love the production on this album. I think the production on this album is absolutely fantastic, One of the things that I really enjoyed, there's a lot of grunge type synths here. There's a lot of different stuff here like EDM and dubstep. There's a lot of those different sounds baked into this whole project. I love the beat switches with the production changes, and we're going to go into it later about how I really feel about these beat changes and stuff like that. But my overall thoughts is that it just gives all of these songs a whole new fresh look, a whole new fresh listen, and it makes them enjoyable. It really makes this project, if you want to switch it up or just add more, Brat songs to the original Brat album, this is an absolutely fantastic way to do that. And I really enjoy that. Guys, I really enjoy the production here. And honestly, the production is overall kind of this club music, but there's elements like, EDM, dubstep, 2010 kind of pop sounds, callbacks to kind of 2000s era pop music, R&B background vocals and vocal styles, and like in Talk Talk Talk. Just add so much to the project. Also, a lot of good rave elements too, like tracks like Von Dutch or Sympathy is a Knife or Club Classics. All these tracks, by the way, have a lot of different beat switches, and I like that. I like how the production is a lot of it's so much different. Now, my second point how I feel about this album is that one of the things that I really enjoy is the features here. The features really make this album, but it also shows that, if you it really shows that, I feel like the only slacking features in this whole project, guys, is one song, and it's featuring 360, featuring, Robin and Young Lean. Those are the only features that I feel like didn't really add too much to the 360 song. So, if that's only one track, and every other track absolutely slaps with the features, what the features do on the song, what they add to the songs, and they add to the overall album listening experience. I mean, goddamn. And also, one of the things that I really enjoy, there's still slower elements in tracks too, like, Everything is Romantic, Rewind. These tracks have eerie production and some beautiful, some of the most beautiful tracks to listen to, guys. And to be honest with you, going into my final third point is that I really enjoy the slow tracks. The slow tracks are some of the most best, beautiful production here. I'm hearing a lot of good, violin, a lot of good synths, a lot of piano sounds, using synths as this kind of like, deep kind of, instrumental. All those elements are really in there. So, guys, overall, those are my points about the album. But let's really take it up a notch, guys. The next segment we do for album reviews is we're going to be going over every single track, and I'm going to be rating it by 1 out of 5. The score is out of 5. So, you can get 5 out of 5 is the max. So let's get into it, guys. Let's go over every single track. I'm going to give you my thoughts about every single track. Let's get started. Alright, starting off, we got 360 featuring Robin and Young Lean. This track is okay. I don't really enjoy it that much. The instrumental switch on the 360 here just didn't really hit, and the new hook really didn't hit either. So I'm going to give this, song probably like a 3 out of 5, and that's kind of all it is. Club Classics, though, featuring BB Tricks, is absolutely a banger. I like the new vocal sounds for Charli XCX. I like what the BB Tricks did on the feature. This is a great song. I'm going to give it a 5. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. Sympathy is a Knife featuring Ariana Grande. We did a track review if you want to go check that out. We did it for the back-to-back special. But how I feel about this track is that I love the production. I love Ariana Grande. I love the vocals in the background. I love the beat switch. I love everything about this track. 5 out of 5. I might say something stupid featuring 1975 and John Hopkins. I like this track. I like the production. It's good. 3 out of 5. Talk 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 featuring Troye Sivan. I like the feature. I like the production. I like almost everything about this track. It's an easy 5 out of 5. John Dutch featuring Addison Rae and AJ Cook. This track right here is absolutely a banger. I love the production. I love the hype in this track. Addison Rae on the feature absolutely goes crazy. 5 out of 5. Everything is Romantic featuring Caroline Polchik. I really enjoy the switch up in the production. This is more like lo-fi, kind of chill, but still have a really nice beat to it. 5 out of 5. Rewind featuring Blade. I enjoyed this track. I also enjoyed the feature. It's a pretty good song. 4 out of 5. Now, So I, featuring AJ Cook, I absolutely enjoy this track. 5 out of 5. Great on the production. God damn, this is absolutely a banger. Girl So Confusing, featuring Lorde. I love this track too. I like the production now. I like Lorde's verse on here. Everything about this track hits. 5 out of 5. And then we have Apple featuring the Japanese House. If you don't know what Japanese House is, absolutely sleeping on an absolutely banger artist. Great verse. I love what she did on this beat. 5 out of 5. B2B featuring Tenchi. I like this track. I like the production. I actually like everything about this track, to be honest with y'all. 4 out of 5. Mean Girls. Mean Girls featuring Julian Casablanca. I like this track too. I like the production. I like the verse too by the feature. Great track. 5 out of 5. I think about it all the time is okay. It's just okay. I don't care about the feature. Bon Iver, he did okay. 2 out of... This is like, nah, I'm not going to be that harsh. 3 out of 5. 365 featuring Shy Girl. I like what Shy Girl did on here. 5 out of 5. Guest featuring Billie Eilish. Good final track. I already did a track review of this a long time ago when it was a single. This song's pretty good. 4 out of 5. Guys, that's how I feel about all the tracks. My overall thoughts about this album is... This is a really good album. You know, I really enjoy this album. Each song has something special about it. And it just really shows how kind of Brat being an era, you know, it's just way more than just an era here. And you can take each song. And honestly, if you can take each song and make successfully something new out of it, something new to listen to, which I'm always going to advocate for, because music right now is just very boring. So, you know, having artists like Charli XCX absolutely still killing it. It's really fire. Honestly, this is a legendary album. And it kind of just shows how Charli XCX has so much more so much more creativity than the original Brat. And it really just shows that whatever she does next, it's going to be absolutely even better. So, yeah. Overall, this is a really great album, really great listen. I really recommend it. I'm going to give this album an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, what you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know, let me know. Thank you so much for listening to the final episode of the back-to-back special, guys. This has been a very enjoyable marathon. I really love the success this done, and, yeah. Guys, we killed it, and, hey, once I get out of this casino, well, hopefully I won't be in debt. But if I am in debt, you'll know by the Halloween special, which is coming out Thursday night. Thursday night, we're going to be doing a Halloween special for Season 10. Guys, thank you for all the support for this marathon. And I'm going to be working my ass off to make sure we get a good special out for Thursday night. I'll see y'all later. You have a good one. Be back on Thursday night. Halloween special. It's happening. I'll see y'all later. You have a good one. Bye.